See what I got going on tomorrow in my planner. 10:30 at work, I have a meeting. Lunch, I need to run out for dry cleaning. Tomorrow's our wedding anniversary. Oh,
Spirit, heart, and hand, a righteous king in this great land, through woods and water.
another aspect we're going to look at on this channel, Salt and Steel, having to do with biblical manhood, is being a good husband for your wife if you happen to have a wife. And maybe you haven't forgotten an anniversary, but you want to do something special for your wife. One thing you can do is cook a romantic meal. And so for that, today on our channel, we're going to show a meal that you can prepare that's pretty quick, pretty easy. Doesn't take a whole lot of skill to get it together, so if you're not a professional cook, it'll work well. But I am going to have a professional chef on the channel to show us how to make that. So come and go with me. We'll go meet with him at his place and see how you put together this dish. Hi, I'm here with my son-in-law, Caleb, who's a professional chef.
Hi guys.
And today he's going to show you a dish that you can make for your wife. It's an easy dish, simple dish. You don't have to be a professional chef to make this, but it's something you can make quick and easy and be a nice romantic meal for your wife.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be making a sweet and sour chicken stir fry. Hey guys, so today for the sweet and sour chicken stir fry, we have our spaghetti here. We have our pre-made sauces, which is our sweet and sour sauce, as well as some soy sauce. We have a canola oil. This is a tomato-based garlic and olive oil as well with our minced garlic. We have our chicken breast, and because I like spice, I got some red pepper flakes as well. And this is a cabbage mix, stir-fry mix, which you can get it at Walmart or whichever grocery store you can go to. It's already made. There is cabbage, carrots, and kale inside as well. And then we have our red onions. So right now we're firstly going to start by cutting our red onions. You're going to be looking for a nice julienne cut. First of all, you're going to peel your onions. And then so obviously me cutting it fast, I have been trained to do that, and I kind of will demonstrate how to actually do that. So right now I have half an onion. It's already peeled as well. Always want your knife next to your knuckles, because obviously if you like this, you're gonna chop off a finger. So kind of go slow. And while you're doing that, you're gonna be moving your knuckles slightly back. And once you get in a good rhythm of it, it's basically simple. These are the type of cuts that you're looking for as well. Nice julienne cuts, very thin, so it can kind of be translucent as well, because you want to kind of sweat the onions as first before you start the stir fry. So right now in front of me I have chicken breast. It's about 1.5 pounds, but obviously if you guys are making it for 2 people or 4 people, it can be more or less. It's up to you guys how much you guys eat. But right now what I'm going to do is firstly I want to wash my chicken. After the chicken's nicely washed, try to trim off all the excess fat that you have. You do not want these fat in the chicken stir fry. Some fats do add a little bit of flavor, but try take most of it out. It's very chewy. And then we're gonna butterfly the chicken breast. So one hand here. Make sure you always go down below the hand, because you don't want this slipping up. As well as your knife, kind of position it like medium, and you're gonna go straight with it. And then straighten half. And then depending on how thick or thin you want the chicken strips to be for your chicken stir fry, me personally, I just want some medium cuts. This is basically what you're aiming for. Nice thin cuts. You don't want nice bulky cuts that will be too chewy for you guys for the chicken stir fry. So this is what you're aiming for. Nice, thin strips of chicken. So these right here are my seasonings. I have some red pepper flakes, chili pepper, cumin, onion powder, oregano, and turmeric. These are the seasonings that I want to use for the dish, but these are not required for the specific the dishes. This is optional. So right now we're gonna be seasoning the chicken. So since I like spice, I'm gonna be adding a little bit of chili flakes. Have some cumin powder as well. Have some onion powder. And these obviously all can be moderated when adding it. So just add the spice to your tasting as well. Have some oregano as well. And lastly but not least, have some turmeric for color as well for a little bit of taste. And to combine all of these, I have a 1/4 cup of oil, which I'm gonna combine with all the seasonings. You just kind of want to mix it in nicely. As you can see, everything is kind of basted and seasoned as well, and that's what you want. So after combining everything, this is how the final product is going to look before you start stir frying it. So right now, before I do anything, I want my water boiling for my noodles for the chicken stir fry. So I'm gonna get that situated first, which just gonna get a pot full of water. Just put on heat until it kind of boils. You're gonna add a little bit of salt as well for the seasoning and flavor of the spaghetti. And yeah, let's get to it. So I got myself a nice skillet, a nice pot as well that I can use. I'm gonna be adding 1 cup of canola oil to that. So right now, while the oil is getting nice and hot, obviously don't want it too hot, so I'm gonna put mine to a medium heat. And if you guys just want to test out, see if the oil is hot or not, just take a small piece of your onion, just put inside if you hear any crickles or bubbles. So obviously the oil is not too hot at all, so I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. So right now I'm gonna add all my onions inside. Add it slowly, because if you do add it too fast, oil will splatter at you and you don't want that. So that's the sound you want to be hearing when you do add the onions in. Gonna kind of mix it a bit. Once you're becoming nice and translucent as well, that's what you're looking for. You kind of want to sweat the onions as well, get that nice flavor out. And I minced garlic in, looking for a teaspoon of minced garlic. Mix it around. Alright, now I'm gonna add my chicken. Spread your chicken out amongst the pot. You want it to be evenly cooked. This time I'm gonna kind of put the heat down a little bit. You don't want your chicken to burn. You kind of want it nice and moist as well, nice and juicy. Give a nice little mix. So while this is cooking a little bit, let that steam cook that chicken. We're gonna move on to the spaghetti. So right now, I'm just gonna get a nice handful of spaghetti. So depending on your pot size, mine's a bit small. I'm gonna break it up, put that in right there, and that's gonna be going for about like 10 minutes. Just keep looking at it. Let's check on this a little bit. Just let that steam again. You also want to mix it in intervals. You don't want the bottom of the pan to kind of get the onions caught or the chicken caught as well. You don't want to be burning. So right now, as you can see, the chicken's getting a nice golden color. That means the chicken is cooking. This is where I'm going to add my tomato-based garlic and olive oil. Let it nice simmer as well. Cover that up again. So that's basically what you're going to look for. Your chicken is almost cooked, and this is where everything kind of gets a little bit sped up. We're going to add the mix of your cabbage, kale, as well as your carrots. Like I said, you can just pick this up from any of your Walmart or grocery stores. Very cheap, under $5. Kind of get that nice little mix. Right now I'm going to be adding the soy sauce. Obviously soy sauce has a lot of salt as well. That's why you do not see me adding any salt as well. And most of our seasonings, like your garlic seasoning, onion powder, all of that already have salt in it. So like I said, you can also add salt to taste for your preference. So right now I'm going to be adding a little bit of oil to the spaghetti, just so it doesn't stick as well. And then you can also add salt, like I said. It's a nice little mix. This also is the type of consistency that you want it. A little bit of gravy as well, a nice sauce as well, because the spaghetti's kind of soak that up as well. And then lastly, we're gonna add our sweet and sour stir-fry sauce. So sweet and sour, you can also pick this up at Aldi's, Walmart, any of the grocery stores. They have different ones. They have orange seasoning as well, orange sauce. Obviously, your preference, you can put as much as you want. I don't want it too sweet or too sour. Nice little mix. And you're gonna add your, well, for me, preferably, I like spice, so I'm gonna add my chili flakes in now. Nice little mix. Gonna cover that real quick, and now we're gonna check in our spaghetti. So you're gonna get your fork, preferably a metal one, and if it cuts along the side of the pot, that is done. So that is done right there. So I'm gonna pull this off the heat real quick. Put the heat off. So right now I'm gonna drain all the hot water. So normally what we would do is you would take the spaghetti and strain it and dump it straight into an ice bucket. But because we are using it straight away, we won't need that. Just dump it straight inside. Give it a nice little mix. If you have any herbs or parsley, oregano, you can add that too. Add a little bit of oregano. Give a nice little flavor. Turn off the heat. This right here is going to be your final product. We have our chicken inside there, our cabbage mix as well. We have some onions. And then lastly but not least, we are going to start plating it. So you kind of want to squirt it. Nice little bunch. Get some nice chicken pieces up in there too. And then for a nice little garnish, just throw some nice little herbs. It can be rosemary, thyme, parsley. Just chop it up real finely. That also gives a nice little seasoning and flavor as well. Well, yeah, that's your dish. That is a chicken stir fry, sweet and sour chicken stir fry.
All right, so there you have it. That was a quick and easy meal that you can make for your wife. And we're gonna try it here on camera. It's a little hot, so I'm gonna try not to burn myself on camera, but good stuff. Your wife will love it. As always, like we always end, be the salt and sharpen the steel.